Welcome to Sham Chemistry Online Learning, a new path to learning. In this video, we are going to discuss about stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism is a part of stereochemistry. Stereochemistry stereoisomerism. Okay. First, we discuss about stereochemistry. What is stereochemistry? Stereochemistry is a subdiscipline of chemistry. It is a subdiscipline of chemistry which deals with three-dimensional structures of organic molecules. That means it describes the properties of compounds related to molecular geometry. Molecular geometry, right? And stereochemistry helps in understand biochemical reactions. Many of biochemical reactions highly stereoselective. Highly stereoselective. Okay. If a minute stereochemical difference makes reaction different. Okay. Suppose if you take glucose molecule, D-glucose and L-glucose. What is D, what is L, we will discuss in later. D-glucose and L-glucose. D-glucose metabolize in human body, but L-glucose not metabolized. Okay. So a small change in configuration makes difference in the biochemical reaction. Okay. Same, one more example. L-DOPA. L-DOPA is an amino acid which is derived from tyrosine. It is amino acid which is derived from tyrosine. It is used in treatment of Parkinson's disease. Okay. Only here minus enantiomer. L-DOPA plus sign minus. Only minus enantiomer of L-DOPA used for treatment of Parkinson's disease. But when we gave plus enantiomer, it will become toxic. Okay, it is toxic, but it is enantiomer. Just small configuration changes makes biochemical reactions different. Okay, what we have discussed here. So, stereochemistry of carbon compounds or organic compounds is very important in biological activity in biochemical reactions. So, all these are what we have discussed here, minus L-DOPA and plus L-DOPA, D-glucose and L-glucose. All these are stereoisomers. Stereoisomers. Okay, what are the stereoisomers? Compounds having same molecular formula, same sequence of bonding, but the arrangement of atoms of the molecule different in three-dimensional space. Three-dimensional space. Okay. In three-dimensional space, the arrangement of atoms are different than the molecules said stereoisomers, which are having same molecular formula, same bond sequence, but differ in their arrangement of atoms in three-dimensional space. That is, phenomena is stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism. Phenomena is stereoisomerism. Right? So, let us discuss types of stereoisomerism. Already we have discussed in previous video. Again here I am giving brief introduction to types of stereochemistry. Once again, stereoisomers are isomerism classified into mainly two types. One is configurational, second conformational. That's one. Okay, based on energy barrier, classified into these two categories. If energy barrier between isomers is less than 60 kilojoules per mole, then the molecules exhibit conformational isomerism. When energy is greater than 100 kilojoules per mole, then the isomers exhibit configurational isomerism. Both are three-dimensional. Arrangement of groups are different in both cases, but the difference is here due to high energy barrier in configurational isomers, there is a C-C bond restriction. Restricted C-C bond rotation, but here C-C bond rotation possible, right? So configurational isomers further divided into two categories, two types again: geometrical isomers or geometrical isomerism, optical isomerism. We will discuss these two in later. Optical isomers or optical isomerism further divided into two types. Optical isomers are enantiomers and diastereomers. This is a classification of stereoisomerism. Okay, we will discuss one by one later. To discuss stereoisomerism, it is important to know how to draw or how to represent 3D molecule in 2D paper. Without knowing this, we cannot understand stereoisomerism. How to represent 3D molecule in 2D paper. Suppose it is very important. Before going to in detail about stereoisomerism, one should have to know this, how to represent 3D molecule in a 2D paper. Okay. For this, various projection formulas developed, various projection formulas to represent 3D molecule in 3D molecule in 2D paper. To represent 3D molecule In 2D paper, various projection formulae developed by different scientists, various scientists. They are, first one is wedge and dash projection formula. Second category, Fisher projection Fisher projections. All these projections are to write 3D formula in 2D paper. Third category, Saar's projections, projection formulae. Last one, Newman projections. These four projection formulae represents 3D molecule in 2D paper. Okay, let us discuss one by one. Right? Let us discuss one by one here. First, wedge dash formula. Wedge dash. Wedge dash method. Wedge dash projection formula. Let us take an example. Actually, stereochemistry applied to tetrahedral geometry molecules. Tetrahedral molecule. Right? Suppose take methane. Okay, CH4. All the atoms here are plane of the paper. In plane of the paper, all the atoms are. But methane does not have planar geometry. It is in tetrahedral geometry. CH, H, H, H. Okay, it is tetrahedral representation. Not like this. It is not. Not in plane, this molecule. It is four hydrogens are occupied four corners of tetrahedron. So it is also not representing three-dimensional structure. To represent these four CH bonds, in wedge dash and method, right? So in wedge dash method, which are lying in the plane or on the plane, in wedge dash method, we can represent this molecule like this. Two bonds are lying on the plane, same as it is, which are lying on the paper plane, on paper plane. These two are lie along the paper plane, on the plane. These two hydrogens are on the plane. Remaining two above the plane, one hydrogen above the plane, one hydrogen below the plane. Above the plane bond represented as wedge, like this. It is a wedge. Okay. And which is below the plane represented as dash, like this. Now it is three-dimensional structure of methane, formula of methane, wedge dash formula. It is wedge dash formula. Okay. Now this hydrogen now below the plane, this hydrogen now above the plane, right? Above the plane. Okay. It can also represented above the plane, below the plane. Okay. Towards observer, it is, and it is represented as away from the observer. Who observing the molecule, right? Means observer looking at the molecule from here. Okay. Then hydrogen towards observer, this hydrogen away from the observer. Okay. Below the plane, dash line represented as below the plane or away from the observer. Wedge bond represented above the plane or towards the observer. Right. It is wedge and dash formula for methane molecule above the plane and below the plane. Now, second category, Fischer projection. Fischer projections. In Fischer projection, same three-dimensional molecule we can represent with Fischer projection formula, right? In this case, molecule is now simply rotated. Okay, rotated like, okay, any one of the direction, right? Suppose it is rotating here. Now these two hydrogens are comes towards observer who is observing here, and these two are away from the observer. These two are away from the observer. Well, after rotation of this molecule here to here, these two comes, okay, towards observer. These two goes away from the, these two hydrogen goes away from the observer. Then Fisher projection formula, those groups are away from the observer represented in vertical line, away from the observer. These two are away from the observer, this hydrogen and this hydrogen, always away from observer groups represent with dash bonds. Those bonds are towards observer represent as wedge bonds. Okay, it is wedge bond. This hydrogen now comes towards observer after rotation. This hydrogen also towards observer, right? Then it becomes this structure. Simply it is represented as like this. Okay, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Vertical line, horizontal. Vertical hydrogens are, it is now Fisher projection formula. It is Fisher. Taking carbon as a center, here it is carbon, all the hydrogens are written. Okay, all the hydrogens are written same as it is, which are away from observer, these two written in vertical position. Okay, away are below the plane. This hydrogen represents, vertical line represents the atoms are present below the plane. It is also below the plane or away from the observer, right? So these two hydrogens now above the plane are towards observer. Okay, towards observer. Suppose take another example, ethane molecule. Ethane molecule CH3 CH3. In simple representation, but all these are not in planar. It is tetrahedral It is also tetrahedral carbon. Okay. Now it is represented with wedge dash. Okay, it is a plane and it is a hydrogen. Both are in same plane. These two bonds same plane. Then second hydrogen below the plane, third hydrogen above the plane. Same here, one hydrogen in the plane, second hydrogen below the plane, third hydrogen above the plane. It is wedge dash representation. How can we write this wedge into fissure? In fissure, we write carbons in vertical line. It is a carbon. Now it is a carbon. This carbon having three hydrogens. One of the hydrogen, okay, it is first carbon, it is second carbon. It is first carbon, it is second carbon. First carbon having one of the hydrogen, below the plane. Always below the plane groups are right in vertical line. Here hydrogen. Same second carbon also having one of the hydrogen below the plane. Okay, remaining two hydrogens represented right and left. We will discuss conversion of wedge dash into fissure. Okay, it is fissure projection. If all the hydrogens are same, we do not have any problem. But if any other group present, if other groups are present, different groups are present, okay, how can we write? We can see later. Okay. So these two are representation of wedge and fissure, and remaining two Sahar's projection. Okay. In Sahar's projection, suppose same ethane example I am taking, CH3, CH3. In Sahar's representation, CC bond written as diagonal bond like this. CC bond represented in diagonal line. Down left hand side carbon, it is first carbon, it is second carbon. Now remaining hydrogens are represented at each carbon, right, like this. It is Sahar's projection formula. Okay, coming to Newman projection. In Newman projections, I am taking same ethane example, right? First carbon, this second carbon, observer looking from here. Okay, observer looking from here. Now it is front carbon, it is rear carbon. Front carbon always represented as point. From this point, it is front carbon, it is. From this point, all the groups represented in 120 degrees first. Then second carbon represented as circle, it is second carbon. Hydrogens of second carbon also represented in 120 degree angle. Here to here 120, here to here 120. Okay. Now this is Newman projection formula. Here it is front carbon, okay. Now this is rear carbon. These three are rear carbon hydrogens, these three are front carbon hydrogens. So in this way we can represent all the 3D molecules in different projection formulas. Okay, let us take another example. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. N-butane it is. N-butane. Okay. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. I am writing Fischer first. Fischer projection formula. Here CH3, CH3, middle carbons, 2, 3 carbons here. Then hydrogens, hydrogens, hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay, it is Fischer. Okay. Often we are using Fischer, Newman and Sars. Wedge dash is rarely used. Therefore, I am not writing wedge dash. Here it is a Fischer formula for butane. Same Sars formula. Right? Draw diagonal line. Middle carbon bonds. It's first carbon, second carbon, methyl group here. Second carbon, methyl group. Second carbon having two hydrogens. I am representing two hydrogens like this. Same at second carbon, at third carbon, same arrangement, methyl group, hydrogen and hydrogen. It is Sars formula for N-butane. What is Newman now? Second carbon taken as a point. From this point, second carbon having CH3 group, this CH3 and remaining two hydrogens. Two hydrogens. Okay, observer looking from here. Okay, observer is looking from here. Right? Then it is front carbon, it is rear carbon. Rear carbon means third carbon now. Okay, write all the groups in 120 degrees. hydrogen, hydrogen and CH3. Okay, we have number of structures in Newman, but I am writing staggered form it is. We will discuss number of projection formulas in conformational isomerism. It is Newman formulae which is staggered, right? So this is a way to represent 3D molecules in 2D plane of the paper or 2D blackboard by Fischer, Sars and Newman projections. So another important is conversion of one projection formula to other projection formula also important. That means that is conversion of Newman to Sars, conversion of Fischer to Sars to Newman. Okay, all these we will discuss in next video. That is interconversion of projection formulae. The Newman to Fischer, right? And Fischer to Sars, Sars to Fischer, Wedge to Fischer. All these we will discuss in next class, in next video. Okay. Thank you one and all for watching video.